Yeah, what's good, y'all? We back on Motorfest for part two. I was finna do this last night, but tired. It's unexpectedly they see something. It's like I say so for now, but luckily we just now getting back into things and want to see about some of these extra events, these playlists, and all this other stuff. So yeah, about to tune into probably two of them since I got the time. Most definitely, we finna tune into what was next. These two, we finna see about these two playlists, and then I kind of want to explore some of the other ones, especially Drift. I might add this one because it's quite tempting, especially with how the handling system is in this game. Gotta get into it for real. Gotta get into it for real. And as far as the calls, hold up, make sure. Yeah. Okay. Let me just get on with a little something. And it's only popping. Popping. For real. BRB. Alright, let's get into some shit. Let's see. Oh, it was. Wait. Oh. Oopsies. And probably go for what? Type shit.
Let's complete this playlist. We're not staying in Honolulu just yet. We'll be joining the donut team at the bottom of the mountain.
Sweet. Oh, I wonder what they got going for me compared to Horizon's Donut Mania date. I wonder what they pulled off in Motorfest. And we're gonna find out one way or another, honey.
They need you to conduct a special experiment before settling down in the city. I'm not gonna lie, James wants to start big here.
Not expecting that turnout. Especially that limo. I just realized that was a limo. I love this song. That sounds so amazing, doesn't it? I swear to God, it does. Can't get enough of it.
Surprise, so I'll just give you one clue. The first question involves Italy at its finest.
A word? This should be legendary. Not me thinking I was gonna be able to drift slide in between them. That would have been lit if I did that. Oh well. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Objective Ferrari or Lambo. I'm guessing I'll be riding a Lambo or Ferrari. Best bet? Lambo. Just because. I haven't heard any of the Ferraris yet. So if I do, well, get selected a Ferrari, then yeah. If not, an opposite, then oh well. Let's just see which one we working with for real.
Ferrari and Lamborghini have been rivals since they were babies. It's true, but don't look it up. Before we set up camp downtown, you'll be racing through the countryside in the Italian supercar of your choice. Either the Ferrari F12 Berlinetta or the Lamborghini Huracan. Which beast owns the mountain? The Italian Stallion or the Stromboli Bully?
Best bet, the bully got that shit. But at the same time, I kind of want to see it how far it gets down. Probably for when I want to come back to this and have like a better time or whatever. I might consider it. Right now, we just gonna see about the bully. The bully. Huracan, baby. Huracan, baby.
The Lamborghini machine. Let's ride.
Yes, sir.
James here. I'm talking to you from this drone. Well, I'm not actually in the drone. That would defeat the entire purpose of a drone. That would be a helicopter.
That's actually a pretty cool looking drone.
It will follow you the whole time and take some awesome shots for our videos. Not in a weird way.
Wait a second,
Anyway,
is there
have
two of them? There's two of them, then who's operating the next one? That is pretty impressive.
Automobili Lamborghini versus Ferrari. Man, I am so pumped.
Broke my
crash and burn, okay?
Yeah, I'll try. Oh, I thought for a second that drone hit that camera stand.
And the Lambo takes the lead. No surprises there.
As it should, even though I just
Dang,
corner
dude,
cut that.
what a viewpoint. It really makes you think.
This is tight. Not expecting to come up on the corner like that. Oh. Oh, you got no chill. Sheesh.
Oh yeah, I should have mentioned there's gonna be turns. Sorry.
Oh, now you want to mention that. But I figured that'd probably be the case. Downhill? Yeah, I ain't expecting any straights whatsoever. Except for this section though. There'll probably still be more turns to see it out. You thoughts? That's what you seen, but
Bull
nope.
versus Stallion. How are we feeling about our choice down there? Not having second thoughts, are we? Full Italian power. Give me the gravy, Grandma.
See what I was thinking? It'd probably be like an easy straight type of
Temporary one
turn,
this
but
time.
nah.
That's okay. You still got to drive a Lamborghini.
I felt completely wrong about that last session. I kind of want to run it again because wasn't feeling it for real. I don't want to run that shit again.
Hey, James here. I'm talking to you from this drone. Well, I'm not actually in the drone. That would defeat the entire purpose of a drone. That would be a helicopter.
And if he was in the drone, his ass would have died. Just look at the size of that
It
thing.
will follow you the whole time and take some awesome shots for our videos. Not in a weird way. Anyway, have fun.
I guess I'm still vulnerable in the drift settings.
No surprises
Because the
there.
same wants to slide. Or it could be.
Automobili Lamborghini versus Ferrari. Man, I am so pumped. Hey, no pressure, but these cars are like really expensive, so try not to crash and burn, okay?
Oh, interesting. Look at the Pro 7s. I know that's just for like only cars. Well, for like only cars that you own and all that.
Dang, dude, what a viewpoint. It really makes you think.
But they said them be for all around again? Cause I was not expecting this thing to, wanting to slide. Or it could be separate. I could be wrong, but I can't tell. Hopefully that isn't the case, because if that is really the case for all cars and all that, it's kind of hard. Because I would want one build to be drift based, and then the next one just to be racing.
Oh yeah, I should have mentioned there's gonna be
Hopefully I'm
turns.
wrong with it.
Sorry.
I don't know how that far I thought he was about to mag it into me, but I feel like it was one of those senses. Had to be one of those senses, because ain't no way. And he had good enough space just to pass me too. We're almost near the end now. I'm on the sweet baby Jesus. I expect this. Have somebody put me on my ass for that.
Bull versus Stallion. How we feeling about our choice down there? Not having second thoughts, are we?
Not at all. Not at all. Loving every second of this.
Bull
Ace that
Italian
session.
power. Give me the gravy, Grandma.
Ah, let's go. I can't even tell if that was like a faster time than what I originally did, but something tells me it probably was. I'll probably look back on this and see if that's the case. Yeah, let's continue. Oh yeah, I did get that time. Okay. Let's see. Alright, what's
Well
next?
done. Let's move on to the following event. Now that you've met the donut team, you probably have a better idea of what you're getting into. But trust me, you're still in for a few surprises.
Why is there so many red eyes? Yes, yes. What is going on over here? I've really been missing out.
From now on, the city's going to be your playground. And your first urban challenge will be a rough and tumble American street brawl. I can't tell you much more right now. We agreed that James will be the one to give you all the details.
This is interesting. Oh, Camaro or Mustang. Alright. Let's see.
Yeah! All right, tough boys and girls, you think you've got muscles? Well, how about you take it to the streets in a Chevy Camaro ZL1 or a Shelby Mustang GT500 to find out who's got the biggest American muscles. Spoiler, it's me.
Oh yeah, I bet you it is. I bet you it is. Okay, so when it comes down to these two, I have a love and hate for them. And in this case, I wish I can drive both of them, but there can only be one. That only one is Camaro. Nah, I was about to set y'all up for a quick second there.
Go get that dinner.
But yeah, this low-key reminds me of the Riff Edition from The Crew 2. And holy hell, that man's banging that shit crazy. I ain't even tap on the pedal yet, and all I just hear is this Mustang going off like a madman. That was a terrible watch.
We're in the muscle car's natural habitat, the concrete jungle. How's it feel?
Damn, straight away with turns? That's They're pretty interesting. Not a fanatic
Didn't
of
think muscle cars
autocross
could turn
sports.
like that, did you?
Oof. Oh shit. Yeah, this one's definitely gonna be a challenge. I was expecting like probably like a straightaway type shit, but nah. Autocross is like not it for me. I'll show you in this thing. Not it. Not drifting as much as compared to the Huracan, so it's the least of the difference. Man, that Mustang.
muscle. I'm flexing right now, you just can't see it.
Oh yeah. I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Why did I even realize a red line like that? That's how this way back. Okay. I don't even think we're gonna make it after this one. I'm definitely gonna make that.
Sorry, that's just the drone talking. He's very excited. Don't mind him. Oh, hey! I used to live in that building. Who's got the buffest American muscles? Let's find out. Watch out for that curb. Home stretch, dude. Hammer down.
Not in the cab. Autocross is really not of my lingo. It really isn't. And some told me to go for a Mustang, but you know, in the seize of the moment, quite fairly honestly, I was gonna be on some shit. So probably run it again. And if not, then I'll just switch on to Mustang. I really feel like this Camaro got it like that too. Just the autocross setup is just awkward for me. Makes it feel like it's tight. Like I really can't like do it like how I usually do. Like, oh god, this thing gets just like that.
We're in the muscle car's natural habitat, the concrete jungle. How's it feel?
And I think with that, I think New York. Honestly, Detroit.
Didn't think muscle cars could turn like that, did you?
I feel like they can. It's just all the power and all that. Everything tends to make it look like they're only made for straight, but they can turn too. I have faith like that. I just realized man crashes into the wall too, so it doesn't look like I'm alone on this setup. But still, it's kind of awkward for me to race and catch up with them.
Time to flex that car's muscle. I'm flexing right now, you just can't see it.
Keeping up with them though this time around. And it felt good coming out of that corner. I felt good taking in that corner, but coming out of it, yeah, kind of slows down.
Beepity boop 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 boop. Sorry, that's just the drone talking. He's very excited. Don't mind him. Well, that car's done. Oh hey, I used to live in that building.
Yeah, kind of just head straight on into it. Hope for the best. I guess we're in the lead, so I guess that counts as the best for now.
Woo-wee, Camaro. Who's got the buffest American muscles? Let's find out.
Oh no! He's not trying to have that happen. No. Yeah, this race is like out of me, but keeping up is all that matters, and hoping in the end. We get that
Watch
good.
out for that curb.
Whew. Got lucky over there. Definitely got lucky.
Woo-wee, Camaro's eating good tonight. Nom 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 nom.
That was weird. I don't know what just happened, but my car kind of levitated in a weird way. Alright. Oh yeah, we got it. We got it. We definitely got it. It's good. Unexpected comeback. But then again, this will happen. For now. For now it is. Oh, I had the best lap too. To be honest. Wasn't really expecting that. Overall though, GG's my dude. Alright, continue.
Congratulations, driver. On to the next one. Enjoying the ride with Donut Media so far? Let's dive even deeper into their world then.
Wait a second.
The Donut Crew has all kinds of shows on their
IX
channel.
low. Oh no.
In one of them, they pit
Actually,
cheap cars
nah.
against the
Let me
high-end
stop.
versions. It's called Hilo, and that's exactly what you're going to get a taste of now.
Oh my god. Did not think I was about to hit that man for real, for real. Wasn't even paying attention until I just saw Camille trying to turn. It's like, oh shit. Man, storm back against me. Hopefully. And, well, opposite already plays, so I guess that's that. Yeah, it's high X low. This is gonna be interesting. Especially in Motorfest. How it was in
And
Horizon.
during this workshop, you'll be driving
It's
the
something.
oh-so-lovely Nissan 370Z Nismo.
370C. Sweet. So we got a high and a low 370C. And the Horizon 5 is a low 350, a high and low 350C. Not gonna lie. Both of those stories was slap for real. And if I could say which one I would recommend, best suggestion, high. Least, yeah, high would be best, cause I don't know if it was high that, well, for me, I don't know if high was like the one that kind of had some, well, I had some terrible time control and some. I don't know if it was high or low, but it had to be one of them. But I feel like it was probably low. I could be wrong, but you know. All right. But yeah, let's run it.
Nothing is more iconic than low car. Except for high car. In this time attack, you'll get to drive both 370Zs for one lap each on the same track to find out for yourself what the difference between cheap mods and expensive mods really is. Can you beat your own time switching from low car to high car? Show us then. Does more expensive mean more better? I mean, yeah. No, definitely. Doesn't. We did it in real life.
That is really catching the bad. Let's find out what's really the case.
hot shot. Let's see what you can do with that setup coming straight from the sail rack. Give it the beans!
A little awkward doing that. I just realized that. Can't tell if this is high or low, but I'll just wait for one of them to say if it's high. Best, I think it's probably high. Nah, actually, nah, this is low. 'Cause I was thinking like ride height with base, but expensive but cheaper. High, low. Figured this one.
Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you there's ramps.
That is totally fine. It makes the race even more exciting. So if there's any more lying around, keep them coming. Cause I'm ready. I like that drift kind of slapped it away. Kind of felt good. Yeah. Especially this one, dude.
You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Yo!
Time for the switch.
Fully upgraded. Let's rip.
So this one already wants to slide. Quite fast too. So I'm guessing this one is high.
Okay, we've done the whole part switching thingy, brakes, tires, suspension, exhaust. Only the best for my baby. Here comes the straight line. Time to put that Nismo high car to the test. Punch it!
Yeah, I gotta tweak around with the
I know
drift
you're focused
zones.
on driving right now, but I just want to call out that I'm doing a really good job flying this drone. It's my first day. Nailing it.
Yeah, I gotta tweak with the settings low key, cause as I was on here, I was just drifting because of the handlers and stuff. Like I really wanted to figure out the whole drifting method in this game since it's quite, I could say, satisfying, but that would just be like too much. Games are well about to drop in like a day from now, since this is like early access. Yeah, I find it quite interesting.
That's it. Give it the beat.
As a whole,
Got it. Nissan Nismo high
I like it. But yeah, I gotta tweak with the settings to make sure it's like not too crazy. Because I almost thought for a second that this thing would just like slide. I'm just like not trying to see that shit. But yeah, GG so. I was hoping that it said skip, so we don't have to like deal with all those rewards
Congratulations,
and all
driver.
that.
On to the next one.
I thought
As you
wrong with
know,
that.
we're sticking to urban terrain for the next event, but we're kicking the intensity up a notch.
What is that red eye?
Motorfest has provided Donut Media with 2 incredible cars. And knowing James, you can be sure they'll be put to good use.
Yeah, let me just take myself out of like drift mode. I gotta see what I did. I know it's probably something like I'll just leave it off. Traction on and drift assist. Well, I know the car's still in drift regardless, but as far as like having to keep stability and all that, I just leave this all in sports for now. And I think that should probably be it. But for when I drift, I'm turning them off. I still don't
I
probably
should
drift.
really keep the details to myself, but I can't help teasing you a little. So, just picture this. Downtown hypercar battle.
Alright. Let's see what we're working with. Oh wait, is it a hypercar? 'Cause I literally just looked away from my screen and I just saw a hypercar. Oh shit, is it Koenigsegg or
More power,
Bugatti?
baby! Motorfest gave us 2 hypercars with more power than anyone would ever need. Choose between the Bugatti 138 and the Koenigsegg Jesco and race through downtown Honolulu. Which car will set the new downtown speed record? And who will split an order of shaved ice with me? Hey, can we get some
I would.
shaved ice on set?
I most
Oh, yeah,
definitely
good
would
luck.
split it with you. I most definitely would split that shit with you. I ain't a fanatic of this car. I do know of it, but not all of it. Honestly, Yasko it is for me. But then again, I could be wrong.
Bold choice. Bold. I meant bold choice.
Yeah, I could be wrong, and I could have probably should have gone for Bugatti. But you know, it is what it is. I see about Yasko like that. Not that I hate it though.
Partnering with Motorfest comes with some pretty sweet perks. Check out these 2 spaceships they lent us.
Shit. Okay. That's not expecting to be slid down
This
like that.
car is too fast. You are a psychopath. I love you.
Damn. Answer the phone. Oh my god. This is low key reminding me of what's it called? NFS Pro Street. In a way, you just like go freaking fast and literally just you don't end up spinning out or hitting anything. Like that's what this route reminds me of low key. Especially going from that first
After the
section.
docks, how about a little tour of the countryside?
Yeah, this seems definitely scary.
This is a really nice neighborhood. Pretty sure you're ruining the property values, though.
Something I should have jumped. Oh, that's literally felt like a bot taking that.
Look, we can all agree that you guys are destroying the previous downtown speed record, but which car's gonna set the new record? The suspense is killing me. I gotta sit down.
That was a weird lag. Like literally the thing just like lag saved me. It's like oh shit.
350 kilometers per hour in the city? I don't know, that's gotta be at least 100 miles an hour.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Yo, that Bugatti is something.
Finish
I thought I had
line
him,
is
but
right there.
nah.
More power, baby!
Here is a some. See that again. Cause I want to perfect that one section that basically set us up. Like I want to perfect that because I felt like that section was the one that set us all the way back.
Partnering with Motorfest comes with some pretty sweet perks. Check out these 2 spaceships they lent us.
I love it how Motorfest got their hands on these two. Just for us to just. Oh, he hit it too, and he got it worse.
This car is too fast. You are a psychopath.
And then I set my soul for you. Thanks. Oh, he wasn't even close to me. I was about to say. Oh, now.
After the docks, how about a little tour of the countryside?
Ouch. Whew, I was hoping that wasn't solid.
This
If
is
it
a
was,
really
then
nice
that would just be
neighborhood.
like a dumb
Pretty
move.
sure you're ruining the property values, though.
Instant dumb move. I shouldn't have took that. Oh my days, that hurt. Literally, you had all the space to go left and right of me, and you just had to rear end me just like that. I wasn't even going that fast as soon as you hit me. That shit just hit me like a dang bell, yo. Oh my god. We good, y'all.
Look, we can all agree that you guys are destroying the previous downtown speed record, but which car's gonna set the new record? The suspense is killing me. I gotta sit down.
That
You
really
just
scared
smoked that
me.
Bugatti like some fine road. 350 kilometers per hour in the city? I don't know, that's gotta be at least 100 miles an hour.
Oh no!
Finish line is right there. More power, baby.
No! No! Oh god! You know what? I take it. I take it. I'll just leave it at that. I just take it because I feel like you could just like do whatever. I already told you stop popping up on my screen. You told me twice to change the difficulty. I'm not about to change it again. Damn it! I'll just take that for now. Not gonna lie, that close up could have done it for me right there, because I was on the idea of just like having that man right
Well
there
done.
last second.
Let's
But, oh
move on
well.
to the following event.
We'll come back for another round.
Our new destination, Diamond Head. Let's set forward. No time for surfing, time for drifting. What do you need?
Oh, screw boy. Oh, screw boy drifting. That is a weird one.
I'm only allowed to give you one hint. You'll be driving one of James's all-time favorites.
I wonder what it is. I'm curious. The game plus. I ain't know what drifting is. So looks like that's what's happening. We drifting with the Evo. The high rise lifted Evo. Out of all drift calls. Just had to be that one. It just had to be that one. Yeah. Alright. Guess I had to turn on drift mode again. Even though I just turned it off. for a
Now's your
while.
chance to get sideways, muchacho. You'll be drifting this Mitsubishi Lancer Evo X up and down the corkscrew. The only one you're competing in this challenge against is yourself, just like in life. Can you get all steezy with your slide? And how long can you maintain your drift?
And that's the hard part when it comes down to drifting in this game. Because you really can't maintain the drift like that. I mean, you could, but you know, like that for real. Can't. Wait, bigger. Oh,
All good to resume our progression on this playlist.
now I can change the settings while I'm in the. Turn off TV and turn off that as well. Leave that and yeah. Run this for real.
Now's your chance to get sideways, muchacho.
Game on! Go drift, my friend. Go drift to your heart's content.
Oh, okay. We've definitely got it. I see. But maintaining it, like Matt said, it's like kind of hard. So.
This place is amazing. It's like a playground for drifters. You know, that's what they say about
Count
Los
me
Angeles
in.
these days.
I feel like you can do something like this with just like any car as well in this game. But then again, I could be wrong.
Lancer Evo. My friend said it was the fastest car that he's ever driven. What's up, Dan? I bet you never thought you'd be in a video game.
No, oh, it still has the hit the wall thing. Okay.
Can you drift as long as the Kentucky Cobra? I gotta know!
Alright, so that kind of sets up some, but
This is gonna make a
nah,
dope video. You should subscribe to Donut Media.
this
I'm serious.
route,
Go do it.
this track setup reminds me so much of the one from what's it called, How Poor Nice Juice. I don't know if y'all know that game, but that game alone, this whole section reminds me of one of them. I forgot where it was exactly, but I know it has to be the one in Tokyo. It was one of those tracks. That's another game I want to see about for real. I'm just gonna have to retry this shit because be able to make that. But yeah, this is definitely a huge reminder of that game for real. Been a minute. Definitely gotta see about that game for real.
Game on! Go drift, my friend. Go drift to your heart's content. This place is amazing. It's like a playground for drifters. You know, that's what they say about Los Angeles these days.
Ain't that Russia? Let me stop. And I hit the wall, man.
Lancer Evo. My friend said it was the fastest car that he's ever driven. What's up, Dan? I bet you never thought you'd be in a video game. Can you drift as long as the Kentucky Cobra? I gotta know! This is gonna make a dope video. You should subscribe to Donut Media.
Don't know if we gonna make it this time.
I'm serious.
but
Go do it.
I'm not just try to hit the 30, hit the 30, hit the 30. Come on!
And now, you're a certified drifter.
Hit that one. Oh my god. I gotta save this track. If there's a way to get at it. Or in free drive. Because I actually like this setup. Like, I can literally just stay here for as long as I want, though.
Game on! Go drift, my friend. Go drift to your heart's content.
No! Dang it. I had the momentum when I first started, and now all of a sudden it's like...
This place is amazing. It's like a playground for drifters. You know, that's what they say about Los Angeles these days. Lancer Evo. My friend said it was the fastest car that he's ever driven. What's up, Dan? I bet you never thought you'd be in a video game. Can you drift as long as the Kentucky Cobra? I gotta know! This is gonna make a dope video. You should subscribe to Donut Media. I'm serious. Go do
this
it.
one either. Damn, bro. Like, I really had the momentum in me. I felt that. And now it's like backfiring.
Game on! Go drift, my friend. Go drift to your heart's content. This place is amazing.
Just gotta find the momentum again. That's all we got to do. Just find the momentum.
Game on! Go drift, my friend. Go drift to your heart's content.
And we're getting it back now. Oh yeah, definitely getting it back. I just want to keep a good distance from the wall. As long as we do that, we're
This
good.
place is amazing. It's like a playground for drifters. You know, that's what they say about Los Angeles these days. Lancer Evo. My friend said it was the fastest car that he's ever driven. What's up, Dan? I bet you never thought you'd be in a video game. Can you drift as long as the Kentucky Cobra? I gotta know! This is gonna make a dope video. You should subscribe to Donut Media. I'm serious. Go do it.
Oh, shit. Well, at least it's 140, so we'll just leave it at that. But something tells me that that point wasn't made, well, wasn't set up to be made in that timely manner. Unless you would have to literally do the most. Just try to keep that one drift going and flowing up until the moment where it came out to last second. Almost nearly hit it too. I gotta make my rounds back on this. Definitely got to.
Well done.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the following event. Going fast brings incredible sensations for sure, but no need to reach extreme speeds to get a proper challenge.
You know, I should have just gone straight instead of just having to take that whole U-curve. Yeah, I'm about for that. So, for me if you want. But you can't take away the best part of me. Yeah, turn all this, well, turn that off and then leave that on. Oh, I thought I heard some paint just now. Oh, alright, I was going.
Meaning? Well,
Buying
you'll have to
treasure
go to
hunts.
Honolulu Airport and get on the tarmac to figure it out. The team is waiting for you there with a whole different type of car this time. A high-performance pickup truck by Ford, the F-150 Raptor.
I wonder how you could turn her off so she could stop spoiling these things for me. Yeah, I guess the assignment of Motorfest is guidance, right? So I guess it makes sense. Miami.
You're closing in. Gather all your focus and dexterity. You're gonna need it.
Oh shit. I was not expecting it to be solid. Expecting it to just be like, nice, solid, yo. Now I'm doing this solid. I just want it. Holy. It's still counted, so it's alright. Alright, so since I literally missed my entire swing, I'm gonna have to go all the way back here. Oh god.
So we know you're a capable driver. What if you don't have any brakes? You'll be driving this Ford Raptor SVT, and I say driving, but you're stuck in cruise control, and you cannot use your brakes. Oh. And did I mention every lap you get faster? So how clean can you drive when slowing down isn't an option?
So just hightail it one for every corner. I got you. Alright. Oh. You know, I was expecting this thing to be modified. Okay.
Riddle me this, coneheads. How do you win when everyone's going the same speed? That's right, your cruise control is locked and you've got to weave through a whole bunch of cones. But don't even think about touching them.
Dude, this is a challenge. I give them that.
This is simple. Each cone that you touch gets you a penalty. Make a perfect lap and you get a big old bonus. Imagine each cone is the cutest, buffest horse you've ever seen. You wouldn't run over a horse, would you? Nay, sir. Nay. Well, I guess that's one lap. Good job.
Oh, so from 30 to 50, probably 70, and then shit,
I don't
and
know if
then
your robot
whatever
assistant
else.
told you, but I may have forgotten to install the brakes.
You mentioned no brakes, my guy. No. And there goes 3 coins. Things about to get a lot faster. Shit. But there's also another method to this. 6.
I've got your mom on speed dial, so you better keep your driving clean and tidy.
Well, we only hit 3 cones, so I guess that's alright. There's also still the matter of hitting the
How
objective.
clean can you drive with no brakes?
And there goes another set of cones. Yeah, this was gonna be a challenge, y'all. No brakes and just pushing up the speed. Oh, I think we're about to get faster. 2. No! Stop hopping on the wall.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this truck too big for you? You want a widow baby car to make it easier? Well, too bad.
Oh my gosh.
Get it? Get it? Like in the movie?
Yeah, no brakes. Literally, no brakes. Just stuck on this one speed. And things are going a lot faster. Oh, I just thought about it. I really just thought about it. The way how I just executed that corner, bro. That could actually save me.
The Raptor is out of the park.
Yeah, that shit was not it for me. Oh, good lord. Oh, man. Not hit any clones. Someone told me had I did what I did on that 5th lap throughout all, well, not even all, more so the second going into the rest of it. Had I done that, I probably would have hit any cones. I kind of want to run again, but I don't want to. I don't want to say that there. I'm not ready for that thing. Let's just keep it moving for now. I'm not gonna lie, that was a fun event. I will
Great
say
job,
that.
but the journey is far from over.
From over.
This colourful playlist is almost coming to an end. I
See.
can't wait to see how the Donut Crews use all the incredible sequences they shot with you.
Hey, this is far from over. Then proceeds that is almost near the end. Honey, that is not it. Like, no, you shouldn't even say that. Like, bro, if there's more to do in the playlist, you should even mention that it's almost done.
They're almost ready to wrap up. But before, they have one more challenge for you.
And then spoil the fact that there's
last
only one.
face-off. A little pure, unadulterated street racing, featuring 2 cars that embody the world-renowned German savoir-faire. Well, it looks like I've said too much again. Just pretend you didn't hear anything, okay?
Yeah, I'll try to. Carla's really excited. I don't know why, but you know what? Yeah, she's just excited. That's all I gotta say. I did not even realize that Yasko was following me. I just love it how that Yasko just went through the guardrails and just, you know, just drove in casually with like nothing behind. Like, wow, menace to society. She. But yeah. Got
You
another
can't
one.
say enough good things about German engineering. I've tried. In this final face-off, 2 powerhouses battle it out in the streets of Honolulu. Audi R8 Spider head-to-head with BMW M4. Who could ask for anything more? Let's find out once and for all. Who rules the streets?
Gotta see about that after that. Going for the BM Coupe. R8 is it for me for now.
Audi R8 Spider. Okay, sure. Prove me wrong.
Yeah, damn right I will. And there's no autocross neither, so we good, honey. We good. And that engine sound good as fuck.
This is the last event, so make it count. Don't worry, we'll still be friends after.
I just realized there's a whole shortcut right there.
I'm sure it'll buff out.
Right behind the building. I probably could have taken that, but something else will tell me not to. Since we're still in this exploring phase of all this stuff. Let's just leave it at that. Holy hell, dude.
I gotta be honest, this is a lot of fun. Thank you for letting me film you in a totally not weird way. You have nice hands.
I take care of that every day, so yeah. Thank you for the compliment. I do not find
Watch
that weird
out,
at
this
all,
first
though.
ramp is a bit of a doozy. Like it all?
Sure.
Dang, dog, hit up Jules Verne's. We got freaking flying cars over here. A before B. That's a scientific fact. These two German speedsters definitely pack a punch. Lion punch.
Yep, there goes that spawning. And thank God that tree wasn't solid. Where the hell that beamer got us.
Next time I'm calling you a cab.
Bro, I'm just pushing it to its limits. This single track is new for me. I didn't expect to hit that, to be honest with you. Coming in hot. Oh my god! Wait! Oh my days! You good, fam? I know Homer would be pissed. He's not expecting that either, but damn.
Oh, respect the car. You're driving to get us the final answer. There can only be one.
So far, it looks like that beamer is about to be the powerhouse of all of this. God, my feels crazy.
The finish line is coming. The finish line is coming. Don't mess up.
No! Oh, it almost happened again, too. No, it happened again! Damn it. Yep, I called it. Beamer won that. Lucky ass. So be it. Oh well, though. It's alright. It's alright.
You haven't claimed your reward for this playlist.
Hey, sorry about that, y'all. Just had to look at some. Alright, so.
This truly was a thrilling ride. But none of this could have been that incredible without your outstanding contribution. That's why a very special car is waiting for you at the container.
I wonder what car it is. I bet it's something cool.
We got the whole donut team to pick it out just for you. Wanna know what it is? Alright then, it's a stunning Chevrolet Corvette C8 with a twist. Time for you to collect.
Yeah, can somebody tell me how I can just mute her? Just so she can stop spoiling all these things. I was gonna, you know, well, I kind of figured out that it would be a Corvette, but a special twist to it is something I really got to. So, just clean. And I'm gonna figure out how to mute it because she just loves to spoil. Wait, hold up. I think I want something to start out just like. Oh. I had to go straight into it. Okay. I guess that makes sense. But let's see what the twist is, since that's the car. Oof.
Playlist cleared and ready for takeoff, driver.
Probably for when I eventually get into importing a collection. Cause I kind of, I could say want to, but I don't know if it's like a one-time thing. Cause that's another thing. Cause I actually want to like grind the cars and see if I still have that option to do so. Cause I feel like once you import your collection, whatever you get now in the Crew 2, you may never get that in Motorfest. If you guys see what I mean, like that thing. If it is unlimited, then quite frankly, I probably might consider it right now. But I'm really not trying to set myself that easily, because I do want a challenge for now. When it gets to a point where it's like, oh yeah, I want to use all the cars that I had acquired before this game even came out and all that, probably I might import it. But until it is stated that I can do so unlimitedly, I'm just gonna stick by with what I have and what I can make out of. For now, that is. Until that happens, we're gonna run this
The playlist is
playlist.
ready to try. Let's go try it.
Made in Japan, yeah, yeah, yeah. Gotta go for another round. And then I kind of want to see about the supercar playlist, either the Lamborghini or the electric one. One of those two that I see about, because I peeped those playlists, and I'm quite
Put this
frankly
playlist
intrigued
together
into
to give you a
them.
taste of Japanese racing culture.
I like this. I like the style of what they go for what they went for with the Corvette though. Don't know what the
Japanese
twist
vehicles are a
is,
modern
but
dream.
something tells me it
These
has to be
souped-up speeders
inside.
pack a part of talk.
If it is something inside, then I would like to know. But if it's not, and it's just something exterior-wise, then I very much just say it's pretty fire. That definitely is. Corvette getting down, honey. Look at that. Oh. He's not expecting that. I'm so sorry. But yeah, look at that thing. Yeah. Especially that NA one. Hotty. You! Oh my god. I I was not looking to see a Soul Station wagon in front. I was just so locked into that NA1 battle, and that just happened. That just happened. Literally out of nowhere. Oh my days! You couldn't get any worse than that.
Spoiler alert! You'll be doing everything from drifting in the mountains to racing heavily customized vehicles. And there's no one better than Japanese speed racers to show you the ropes. You'll get extra detail real soon, but let's head to the container first.
Yeah, I wouldn't consider that as a spoiler. I mean, that's kind of the plan within this playlist. But quite frankly, she ain't even said much. It's really the car that I'm gonna be driving is where the spoiler is. Once she says that, then basically, nah. You know, I just mute her for the time being. I just only have her on to see how she operates, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't find her annoying. I find her pretty aesthetic. A spoiler type beat. That's where I have it with. That's the only con that I have with Carla. But overall, she's pretty fine. Seem more excited than Anna, that is. Yeah.
Here we go!
Oh. Oops. Pretty fire cinematic. I like it.
We made sure you discover almost everything the Japanese drivers have to offer.
Alright, so first defense, 6 feet, photo ops, and fast travel. Alright then.
Let's move on to another activity. We couldn't take you to Japan, so we brought Japan to you. There's a special gathering tonight at the Japanese temple. The start of a whole new experience. Here's what to expect when getting there. A traditional Japanese summer vibe and lots of kyusha cars, meaning iconic, classic, and made in Japan. On top of this, expect some exciting encounters. That's right. Motorfest has got some killer people to introduce you to an authentic Japanese racing experience. Don't worry, you'll meet them soon enough.
Ooh, cool. First one, and NXS. Yes, ma'am. That's good.
Ah, よく来たな。その度胸は買ってやる。Sorry you had to wait, kid. Want to show us what you can do? Try this car then.
Ooh, that launch. Was not expecting that good of a launch, bitch. You got it though. What?
Alright, kiddo, game on. We're going for some proper Japanese street racing. Let's show them, guys.
Gotcha. Got it.
Sure, why not?
Motorfest asked us to show you how it's done, but we don't do free tours here. You gotta play your part and give us a bit of a challenge.
No pressure at all.
Yeah, don't scare the kid, brother.
Y'all scared damn me, but not gonna lie.
Are you familiar with the Honda you're driving? The NSX isn't your regular street car. It was made back in the 90s to stand neck and neck with the likes of Ferrari and Porsche.
You sound just like Shingo. Speaking about Shingo, you know that if a rookie beats us with his NSX, we won't hear the end of it, right?
I don't even want to think about giving Shingo the satisfaction.
Better focus and win this thing then.
Not gonna lie. Not expecting to hit that.
By the way, do you know what NSX stands for?
New sports car experimental.
I wasn't asking you, Hina.
Oh. Grass line. Get an attitude. Oh my god. Get back over here.
Wow, see that awesome canyon on the left? Eyes on the road, Hina.
You just all cut that little section. I'm just saying, like, oh, these people about to die. But nah, they entirely cut that entire section like it was nothing. Yeah, the last stretch.
I love that festival mood they set. Feels just like our own traditional festival back home.
Catch me on guard here on in. My W roll. Just when you thought you would have it. Nope. Jose. Now take your ass. Alright, let's continue.
What a win! The first of many, I am sure.
Oh, oh my. Weather, lighting settings. Oh my god. I love it. Look at the sky. Just look at the sky. Oh my god. This is like photography happened like literally just right here with a pose. Like on some shit like right here. But you just have it like. Now this was slap. This was slap, and with the right lighting settings, all that. Muy perfecto. Definitely gotta see about getting this setting. I don't know what time it would be, or what. Well, we already know what weather is, but it's also like the timing, because I kind of also they also had that setting to where you could set it within like the right timing, so it basically just like fits like glue and all that. But yeah, this whole setting right here, it's just pure photographically heaven. I swear to God it is. I love it this much. But yeah, hold up. And let's see about this event.
Our next stop.
I had to admire
is waiting for you there, and
everything
is willing to
about
show you
this
some more of the racing
whole
culture.
lighting and sky. Like, other than just having like these almost out of this world kind of graphics in this game, puddles and all that, it's really with the lighting of the game and making sure every environment counts and, you know, matches with the idea of like pure goated graphics. That's just one of those things that Ubisoft just happened
In
to
fact,
slap on.
some of the best drivers have pushed their engines on this very road.
Yeah.
Even notorious racing groups, like the Midnight Club, cut their teeth here. And that's what slightly inspired our next event.
Yeah. It definitely slaps. Alright. What's up for the GTR? Yes, honey. That was a really good opener for the RE4. Really good.
Hey there. Word in the street is that you shine like a real hasheria with my NSX. Got me interested.
Well, then I believe you're in for a treat.
Oh, yeah. Well, bring it on.
Damn it,
The show
Shingo, what are
continues,
you
kid,
doing?
But watch out, you're driving Ren's Skyline this time, and there's no word to tell you how crazy she is about that car. Can't blame her. The R34 is a legend.
No!
Kaiju.
Damn it all. Bring it back, bring it
You're a
back,
fighter.
bring it back, bring it back. I want to do that corner again. 'Cause I was just like straight gunning it for the lead, just so I could have the first. And then it's just like, oh, yeah. Gotta take it down, but I took it down way too late and almost ended right off the mountain.
Car that takes skill to control.
Yep. Ren spent years taming that beast. That car got nicknamed Godzilla for a reason.
So basically, you crash Ren's car, better leave the planet.
I almost did though. I almost did. I just realized that last phrase that she said. Like, that was the
perfect to get
case.
a taste of the Wangan spirit.
We
An
gon'.
absolute myth among Japanese street racers.
Yeah, picture the Tokyo Bayshore route with one thing in mind, never slowing down.
Wayne Gang? I thought it was Wangar. Yeah. They probably say it different over there, but I figure it's Wangar.
In a Wangan race, you gotta go fast, Bren.
Well, guys, I don't think it's gonna be a problem. This is the Skyline we're talking about. Let's keep the scratches to a minimum, shall we?
These dragons are massive.
You got a wish to make?
Sharp turn. Careful.
Reminds me of that time Shingo missed a turn during a midnight race, supposedly because he was dazzled by the moonlight.
Oh, shut up.
I remember that.
Oh my god! Wait, no! How did this? wait! I was just so locked in and just holding the line. All of a sudden, this man came through my right and literally just hit whatever he hit.
Ren will be happy to know that the Skyline has once again shown its supremacy.
My god. Man's literally just came from the right of me. Literally he hit whatever the guard. Yeah, basically hit the wall. And literally it just slingshot him right into me, into my path. It's like, oh my god, what is happening? What does this man do, bro? Like, dude. Just I know you trying to get first place, but don't take me down with you. I ain't ready to die yet. I haven't lived. What the fuck? I'm just started, honey. Hey, yeah, give me my points. Give me my points. Give me my points. Alright, next.
Great job, but the journey is far from over.
Ooh, cool. RX-7. I'm guessing that's what's
Modern
next.
drifting technique was perfected by Japanese gearheads who raced in the mountains in order to keep city pedestrians safe. Along with suboptimal road conditions, these mountain passes are filled with hairpin turns and other challenges. Drifting is the best way to take sharp turns without losing speed. In Japan,
What in the charger hell?
there's even a toge style of racing.
I ain't even make it. Oh well.
The winding mountain roads of Hawaii are as close as we could get to Japan, so we figured it would be a good place to teach you.
A Batman movie. Literal Batman movie. La 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 blah blah.
Oh, and one last thing. A toge race usually features only 2 racers. You got it. You're in for a duel.
Can't wait. I definitely can't wait, hun. Okay, spirit. Oh, that's the spirit. I could be wrong. Yep. Oh yeah, Toge spirit. Let's go.
It's just you and me this time. Why don't we put the whole festival euphoria on hold for a while and get a proper face-off? Let me show you what Toge is all about.
Ooh, that was kind of smooth. Just slowly pulled up on the man bumper and just held that drifting. That was smooth. Imagine making a cinematic out of that shot. Ooh, that could have been fire. You know what? I'm gonna do that.
The key to Toge is being able to balance the brake and gas pedal at every turn. One wrong move and you're out.
Just like that, and we're out. Just like how it was in NFS Carbon. You just end up going too fast on the corner. Bing, bada, boom. You fall off the mountain. You're done. Exactly what that moment was like that. Too bad we ain't got the cinematic of me falling off.
This technique isn't easy, but when you pull it off, you feel like the greatest driver alive. And the coolest. Tonight your ride is a 3rd gen 2002 Mazda RX-7. Lightweight, compact, a sick rotary engine, and one hell of a look. That's Tanana's car, and she seems pretty confident you can beat me with it. Let's prove her wrong. There's a tunnel coming. It gets tricky at high speed. Make sure you don't lose control.
Just one more time, just one more time. Fuck it. I don't know what the hell I just did there.
And now all the way down. That's the best and also the toughest part, so stay sharp. Just a few more laces and this is it. Come on, show me some real toge driving.
I don't usually do toge. Kinda so sophisticated. Oh well. Yep, we lost. Overall, though, gotta win this shit. Gotta win this shit. Only way we gonna get through. One that is.
It's just you and me this time. Why don't we put the whole festival euphoria on hold for a while and get a proper face-off? Let me show you what toge is all about. Relax. I've seen what you can do. Plus, I'll give you some tips on the way. The key to toge is being able to balance the brake and gas pedal at every turn. One wrong move and you're out. This technique isn't easy, but when you pull it off, you feel like the greatest driver alive. And the coolest.
That's the complete ass. Oh my god, bro. Gotta run that shit. God damn, this thing is slide.
Tonight your ride is a 3rd Gen 2002 Mazda RX-7. Lightweight, compact, a sick rotary engine, and one hell of a look. That's Tanada's car, and she seems pretty confident you can beat me with it. Let's prove her wrong. There's a tunnel coming. It gets tricky at high speed. Make sure you don't lose control.
Yeah, this thing likes to slide, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of have, well, in a sense, a disadvantage, just like one of the disadvantage on this RC. I kind of hate it, but it's for the purpose of this race, that's so be it.
That's the best and also the toughest part, so stay sharp.
Oh, I read my this mess. You know what? Let me just be more of a bitch with this event. Like literally just turn up everything because this
Let's
RX-7
complete this
is
playlist.
not keeping up with me. This is like not it for me. And this is the only time I'm doing this shit. So like comfort level because I just can't. And even if this doesn't work, then we're just gonna have to make it work some way somehow with what we got. Alright then.
It's just you and me this time. Why don't we put the whole festival euphoria on hold for a while and get a proper face-off? Let me show you what Toge is all about. Relax. I've seen what you can do. Daijoubu da. Plus, I'll give you some tips on the way. The key to Toge is being able to balance the brake and gas pedal at every turn. One wrong move and you're out. This technique isn't easy, but when you pull it off, you feel like the greatest driver alive, and the coolest.
Oh. Alright, so I see what's happening. Hey, so I'ma just turn down the shit then. Cause I just realized what the EBS is doing.
Shall we continue our journey, driver?
Hold up. I realized like almost every turn that I take, the thing just like automatically like slows it down speed. So I'm just like, even as is, turn this down up to 2. Yeah, up to 2. Cause I think I remember when I did this race in the beta, if I'm not mistaken, that man was like gone. But like I stated, that's the only time I'm turning it down.
Suboptimal road conditions, these mountain passes are
The only
filled
time
with
I'm doing
hairpin turns
this.
and other challenges.
Only time I'm doing this.
Drifting is the best way to take sharp turns without losing speed.
Gotcha. Just had to turn it down so I don't like feel like having to take this serious. Because when it comes down to these games, I try my very best not to take it seriously. Because when I do take it seriously, I tend to have like a moment, and I don't want to showcase that moment as of right now. So, oh, what?
Okay. All right, it's just you and me this time. Why don't we put the whole festival euphoria on hold for a while and get a proper face-off? Let me show you what Toge is all about. Relax. I've seen what you can do. Daijoubu da. Plus, I'll give you some tips on the way. The key to Toge is being able to balance the brake and gas pedal at every turn. One wrong move and you're out. This technique isn't easy, but when you pull it off, you feel like the greatest driver alive, and the coolest.
I just loves to get down. I just can't help to bear it. Like I'm trying to take it nice and smooth, and this thing just wants to slide and stuff.
Tonight your ride is a 3rd Gen 2002 Mazda RX-7. Lightweight, compact, a sick rotary engine, and one hell of a look. That's Tanada's car, and she seems pretty confident you can beat me with it. Let's prove her wrong.
Technically, I did kind of make it easier for me to do this. That's only because I felt like if I just stuck on lock with this event, instead of just having to get through it, I would just like loot it and just like quit. And I'm not trying to have. I ain't trying to have it with this game, but I'm like
There's a tunnel
in a
coming.
way
It
to
gets
loving
tricky
this
at high
game.
speed. Make sure you don't lose control.
I really loving this game so far. Quite frankly, honestly, I'm trying to afford a moment.
And now, all the way down. That's the best and also the toughest part, so stay sharp.
Probably for when I own one of them, or probably when I own this, I probably work out his kinks. 'Cause this ain't it, man.
Just a few more laces and this is it. Come on, show me some real toge driving. Okay, you got me fair and square. Way to conclude the first half of that playlist.
Yeah, kinda sucks that I didn't even put myself up for a challenge with this event, but I just had to lower it down. Just had to. I'll probably run this again, just in case if I have the ability to use my. Cause I don't know if it's like I don't know if the players is set up to having to only use cars that basically you have to use, or if it's like cars that you have to own. I don't know if that's really the case. But if that is the case, to me having to use a loan or my own, then yeah, probably gonna see about this playlist again. I actually want to like get a feel of this game first and forehand, so when it comes down to me importing my collection, I'm definitely gonna go all out with that. So yeah, let's continue on towards the next one. Now I'm gonna bring all this shit back up. So it's the original thing. Just had to do it for the one time.
On to the next one.
Alright. I have a feeling
You've
this
just
one is
shown
gonna
us
be
how well
fun.
you could use drifting techniques in a race. Now that you're all warmed up, how about a full-on drift event?
Also full on with the fun. Hey. If that's the case, then we're gonna have to turn up our drift settings. For real, for real. For real, for real.
The airport is right on the coast, and the view of the ocean is stunning. At least that's what my databases tell me. Again, I'm just a robot.
We get you on that. We know how you feel.
I hope you've liked the RX-7, because you'll be driving it again during this challenge. Except this time, she'll be waiting for you all modded and upgraded. You've seen traditional Japan, now it's time to enter the modern age. Be prepared, the contrast is stunning.
Cool to know. Cool to know. Oh, I did not mean to hit that thing. You should stop right here. Wasn't trying to do Salom. I don't know if I can.
Be kind, rewind.
Oh, I can't even add out of it. Oh. Let's just let this clock run down. We just drive around this statue.
Around the statue. Even though we're not going that fast. Round around that statue. Round around that statue.
Okay, there we go. Oh, actually, beforehand, let me, do what I was about to do. Yep. Everything back to its original. Since I think it's an official drift event, like they said it was. Hopefully that is the case. Yeah. Let's run it. Should be fun.
Hey, Hotshot, it's me, Hinata. Incredible, you did beat Hayato in that toga duel. I knew it. There's something about you. Hayato is one of the best racers I know. Kudos. And now, welcome to my playground, the drift track.
I don't feel like it wants to drift. I feel like it wants to drift. Maybe I could be wrong.
As you already know, drifting was born in Japan. That is where you'll find the biggest drifting scene and some of the best drifting spots, of course. Like, the Ebisu Circuit is one of the most famous places in the world for drifting. Designed by drifters, for drifters. Who knows? Maybe Motorfest will get you drifting there someday.
So we about to hit our mark. Compared to what's the previous diss track, I was expecting this one to be challenged, but this one is actually pretty fair.
How do you feel about my modded RX-7? Tougher yet still elegant? That is my RX-7 2.0 for you. Because Japanese car culture isn't only famous for its drifting history, it also brought modded cars to another level, among many other things.
And there goes the combo. Oh well, I think we hit our objective.
Come on, you're almost done. Push that beauty to its limit. You have my permission.
So far, so good. See, that's what I almost get for not looking. That's exactly what I get for almost not looking. Because had I did, I probably could have saved that. But oh wow. We got a W, so it's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright though. Yeah. Continue on. It's fanatic.
Well done. Let's move on to the following event.
Oh. Alright, that drifting is done with. I'm back on for the time being. Though
Drifting is a popular racing style in Japan, but drag racing also gets its fair share of gearheads. There's a drag spot set up not too far from here.
oh word, drag racing too? Yeah, I'm game. Yeah, I was about to say something until that.
This runway is one of the best places to drag race on the island. Warm up your engine and don't blink. This will be a quick one.
Alright. I'll take your words for it, honey. This track is track is real shiny tonight. shit. Even know? I didn't even know they implemented that. Not having it with that one. That was pretty bad. This track is lit. Absolutely lit. That run was a little better. Oh, that was perfect. Exactly what I needed. Overall, that was pretty easy. For the most part. Alright, let's see what's left.
No time to rest on your laurels. Keep going, driver.
Hold up, y'all.
We can't really get a taste of modern Japanese car culture without some proper urban racing and seriously modded customs. Ready to go? The streets of Honolulu at night should set the perfect stage for these final races Motorfest has prepared for you. Prepare for a wild run. The pack hasn't shown you all their moves yet, and I believe they're ready to put on quite a show. Expect top-tier upgrades and expert driving. We're almost there. Show them once and for all that you have what it takes.
Hey, I was about to say, because I peeped up my mic went out of nowhere. But we good now.
I bet this is what you were waiting for when you signed up for the Made in Japan experience. Out of this world customs owning the city.
Well, you got your wish. Everybody's car is on top of their game, especially your new ride, Toji's Mitsubishi Lancer Evo X.
Yeah, Toji's the craziest customizer of us all. He loves his cars big and mean.
I dig it. I do some shit like this. You never know. If I get my hands on Evo, this is what you can expect from me, boy. I'm telling you.
Or previously known as Concept X and Prototype X, is the final form of the Lancer Evolution series. It's the most technologically advanced Evo ever.
Another JDM gem. You're welcome.
Toji would say it's the best of them all.
Coming through, sorry. Yo, that NXS fire Shingo, man. That shit look crazy. Look at it.
Are we sure we want to lend our cars to this person?
Y'all should not be talking when y'all crash into the wall like a madman, alright? And besides, that was just trees. It'd be fine. They go back. That makes sense.
Do you know that the Evo X doesn't have a legit reverse gear? It has two forward gears working together to make the wheels rotate in the opposite way. Cool, huh? And that's how you save on weight.
Precisely.
What a race! That Motorfest crew knows how to throw a party.
Don't get too excited. You're just a host in that fantasy.
Watch out. Hosts can be dangerous, Mrs. Abernathy.
Hey, I got that, ref.
Nerds, both of you.
The finish line's just a few seconds away, guys. It's now or never. This was the Mitsu Lancer Evo X with a special Toji custom. And you just
Check
showed your
the finish to
Toji
be
rig
up that
car.
close. I don't know, I was thinking I have an extra stretch just to pass someone on that. Shingo, I love it. He definitely got it for real, for real. Oh, yeah. See what awaits us next.
Good job, driver. Last event, right there. You'll be racing amongst the whole pack this time. So we got you covered with a special car. Have fun.
How ironic that the event that ended right there, leading into the next one, just so happened to be right here. I love that setup. I like that.
Newbie's playing hard to get.
Hold on.
Ooh. Alright, we going up against Pick. Let's go. Ooh, there's some I'm guessing they issues.
All right, driver. This is the final race. All together this time. You guys ready?
You bet.
It was a pleasure showing you around, my friend. And you definitely fulfilled your end of the bargain.
True. Didn't get bored, not even once.
Yeah, okay. You kinda did a good job. There's clearly a spot for you in the group, whenever you decide to come to Japan for some more action.
I expected that, sir.
Somebody's trying to elbow their way through.
Sorry.
Looks like you got yourself a special car for this race. What a ride.
Courtesy of the Motorfest, I presume.
Pumped up Toyota Supra 880. A solid choice.
Couldn't be more appropriate, actually. The Supra was specifically designed at the time to rival most of our cars. Skyline, NSX, or RX-7. And that customization looks flawless.
Pretty cool. But remember, nothing beats the R34.
Funny way to pronounce NSX.
Facts. Literally just downplayed it on and excess. Not gonna lie. Those hurts. Yeah, those are facts though.
Shinjuku style, huh? Well, we'll see about that.
You gotta admit, it feels just like Tokyo.
Well, I guess they did do a pretty good job capturing the vibe of our
Shit,
streets.
sorry, Shingo.
Watch the car.
Go for a driver. This car was made to be first only.
Here I am shortcutting all this shit, and it's just like backfiring. Damn. Not made for this, I was not made for any of this. Hold on, please. This is the last
How
lap
come our new
too.
buddy didn't get to drive high as MX-5?
Fair point.
Who knows? Another time, maybe. There's still so much about Japanese racing we didn't touch on.
Are we talking, guys, or are we showing our new member who the top dogs are in this pack?
Up dog, there's only two new bitches up here. Let me stop. Where's Shingo even going to? Please tell me he ain't the tree on me.
Wow, chill out, friend.
Did you get that, driver? He said let's punch it.
I kinda hate that. I'm not gonna lie. I just take that out. It's whatever. Man, there goes that serious shit again. Oh my days. I hate feeling like that. I really fucking hate feeling like that. I guess it is what it is. Maybe.
You haven't claimed your reward for this playlist.
Every card I get, I hope there's a slight chance that I can rerun it with a better setup instead of just having to go for what they gave me or something like that. If it's really possible to do that, then I probably might go for that idea. So, if it is
Hi
possible.
there. Welcome back on this side of the Pacific. We've got one last surprise for you, driver. Let's head back to the container. That journey through traditional and modern Japan was outstanding. What an incredible car culture. Spirited, stylish, unrestricted. We hope that playlist was everything you hoped for.
It
Hawaii
really
and
was.
Japan have a lot in common. Building this experience for you has been amazing.
It really was. Solid playlist. I will give that that. Really gets down and nasty. Corvette really gets down. Oh my days, the sunlight is so beautiful. Oh my days, I love it. I love it. I love it this much. And where are we going? Cause it feels like this is like out far. I think it'd be around the corner.
Speaking for Hayato and his friends, I can tell you that they had a lot of fun. You clearly went way beyond their expectation. Being able to go toe-to-toe with these guys on their terms and ultimately come out on top.
Oopsie, sorry. This thing ain't even fast to get away. I just realized there's a whole escape with them right there. For me to even escape all that, I would just have to cut it like this.
By the way, did you
And
enjoy
then
driving that
die.
Toyota Supra we lent you for the final event? I'm just asking. No reason.
Not gonna lie. I figured that river would be deep, but it's not. That's a good thing, too. Oh, missed the turn. Sorry I can't train with y'all right now. That's to go a ways. Oh, there we go.
Ta-da! She was actually waiting for you all along. The Toyota Supra A80 Special Edition.
Cool. But I really hope it's like possible to like retune and basically insert, well, put my own cars in for these events so I have to use theirs. If not, then oh well. It was fun while it lasted. Sorry. Now we in for a cinematic. Looking like a fine ass menace, honey.
The playlist is ready to try. Let's go try it.
Means, yeah. Alright, so there's just challenges now, and then within the next bit, I really want to see about the either the Lambo or the electric one. If not, then I'll probably see about one of the. Oh, can't even see about anything. I have to go for it. Pop culture. That's
Playlist
good.
cleared and ready for takeoff, driver.
It looks like we're going full-blown American with this one.
This month is going to be chock full of spectacle. 4 weeks of themed events featuring the land of opportunity. Tell the tale of America the only way it can be told. Driving wild and driving free.
Ooh. That is pop
Muscle
culture.
cars or movie stars, you're gonna need to race hard on every track to become a legend. Every
Oh
week,
my
there's going to be
goodness.
something new
My
to
master
indulge in.
trucks.
And then the racing scene.
Finish with a flourish and you might get to live out the American dream and win a prize.
Yo,
It's a chance you wouldn't want to miss out on.
I'm not gonna lie, that build looks sweetly insane. It definitely looks insane. Holy hell. Oh. Okay, we'll go to the main stage. Complete activities are XP and fill the 3 timelines. Oh, that's pretty cool. And then there's like grand for awards. And for example, when you reach level 3 in Legends competition stats, you get a whole Wyra Rubicon edition. I think that's how it's, sound and all that. Rubicon edition. But yeah. And then basically discover each new theme within the weeks. Okay then. So I'm guessing muscle power, passed. Since it's what? 13th. I'm guessing that's over with. Eh. No, well. Doesn't seem like we missed out on much, but having to see about those muscle events, well, those moderate muscle cars. But let's just see what these rewards are. Unless I already did some. 1,000 points, and then a Pontiac Firebird. And that was pretty much it. But anyways, so what else can we do? I really want to see about the other playlists. Probably just experience the Lambda. The over requirements and fields. So the requirements is that I have to get a Porsche Taycan Turbo. So okay. That makes sense. And then for Lambo, need the Mura SV. Alright then, so I guess drift experience. But I kinda wanna go do some sliding type shit. Yeah.
The playlist is available, driver. Let's try to find the perfect steering angle for what follows.
Hopefully we do get that some. 'Cause that would
Do the
benefit
terms
a
power
lot.
over, faint entry, or clutch kick mean something to you? Okay, that might sound a bit technical, but technique is one thing you'll need a lot of.
Nah, I need that. I gotta figure out clutch kick. But I did see one of the difficulty matches. I could like switch it with some shifter or something like that. Along with that clutch.
You're speeding
So I'm
to a
trying to figure
Motorfest
out
series
that.
of mastery and precision. The unique drift experience.
As a matter of fact, let me go figure. Probably might get lucky or something like that, but let's just see. Nope. H shifter with me. Clutch. I don't know what they mean by that, but let's just H shifter. General. I see nothing clutch related, so I don't know. Let me see. H. I guess we'll figure it out one way. No, there's no clutch. No. I was about to say, if I actually managed to figure out that snow would be pretty cool if they invested in like a clutch system. But I feel like with drifting, in the sense of this game, I feel like if there was somewhat of like some button to like clutch kick off of, it'd probably benefit in some situations, just to help the drift keep going and all that.
Japan, the drift country of origin. The discipline has come a long way since then. It's now one of the most impressive kind of motorsports, taking place all over the world.
Yep, there goes again. Just hit that exact thing off. I ain't even going that fast, honey. Hold on. Hold on.
As usual, the Motorfest brings together the best and gives you the opportunity to compete against them.
Made it though.
A short container break before getting down to business.
I'm already getting a good feeling off of this playlist. This is about to be fun. I love that. Especially the snake cinematic. That's pretty fire.
Controlling the uncontrollable. Let the drift experience begin.
Yes, sir. Wait. Oh, wow. We got some good events on it popping. Hey, let's get into it. Boy's trying to slide for real.
What is next in line? No pressure, driver. Before letting you drift in the wild, the Motorfest invites you to try your hand-burning rubber on professional track drifting. It's your chance to gain a little confidence. And you'll never slide alone either. Your host came to Hawaii with her crew to teach Japanese street racing. She's a lover of drifting and didn't want to leave without giving a little masterclass.
See, she's staying for another round. Yeah, it's Escape. Yeah, but it's Escape, man. Escape made me think I had to just haul ass away from that. Summer days, it just felt like it was yesterday, despite the fact it was yesterday.
It's Hinata,
Yeah.
one of the members of the pack from the Made in Japan playlist. If it doesn't ring a bell, well, you know what you could do. The playlist is there waiting for you.
Hold on real quick, I gotta go see something. BRB. Alright. And we're back. Oh. Gosh.
The best events are individual scoring events. And maximum points by drifting as long as possible. Hinata might have a tip or two that you could use.
Alright. About to say. I legitly thought my whole mic just gave up on me. And then all my shoes will be muted. Not trying to have none of that. But it's probably after this playlist. I'm just
You won't meet your opponent now, but that doesn't mean that they are not present. Your score will be compared to theirs.
Damn, this is far. I was not expecting it to be far out. Well, how it looks on the icon. It's
Your
gotta
coach is
start this
waiting
far,
for
but
you
it's
at the
actually
drifting
right
track
up
of the
here.
festival. The first of a series of 3.
Oh, restrict the vehicle. Oh man, I was just hope I was about to get my high hope. I was say I was about to get my hopes high up for some. Well, you know what, whatever. I was definitely hoping to use my version of the 370Z, but nah, that shit has to be restricted. Ah man, whatever. I'll make this work as long as it's good. Cause if it ain't good, that's an L.
Hey, Drifter. Remember me? Didn't think we'd meet again. I'm so happy. You made such a great impression with your Supra, Shingo even wanted to put the same Dragon sticker on his NSX. Honestly, you should come and see his car. Otherwise, he might sulk.
No, definitely make the trip for that. I actually want to see that
Okay,
dragon
let's
for real.
focus. As you know, drifting is a bit of a hobby of mine. My job is to coach you by sharing my favorite drills. It's gonna be so cool. My first piece of advice is simple. If you want to drift, just accelerate and drift. This may sound basic, but it's the key. Your Nismo is powerful enough to slide along on its own when you're at high speed, so don't be afraid to keep your foot on the gas. Once you start, the only challenge is managing your tire placement.
Ooh, this is a pretty good track. Holding
Did you
it.
see that there was a Ferris wheel here?
Holding
And
it.
flying sharks too?
And
Ugh,
power
I'm gonna
control.
stay here forever.
Don't film me now. I also hate the fact that I had to use nitrous just to keep it going. Especially when it grips up. Kinda hate that. That's kind of the same feel. And Russell. I don't know if we're supposed to reach that number of for the objective. Does it show the objective and you did not show any
New
target number or
master
anything
skills.
like that?
It's worth all the crew credits in the world.
Oh, it just showed. Okay, so basically I just had to make my rounds. Alright. I was hoping that wouldn't be the objective, because ain't no way I'm finna push up to 700k without the double perks and all that other stuff. Because ain't no way. Especially within the timing that's happening in under 2 minutes. Yeah, ain't no way. But luckily that's the case, so it's alright. Now give me my money. And give me my parts too. Ooh, a grand race is available for Hypercar Rally and
No time to rest on your laurels. Keep going, driver.
Gotcha.
Let's go spinning in central Hawaii. Another drifting module has been specially designed for this series. High above the ground, among the wind turbines, definitely not your average drift experience. You'll just have to slide and let the wind carry you, while trying to maintain your drift combo, of course.
Oops.
You will be well armed. Let's move on to a leading European drift brand, BMW. It's one of the brands you see most on professional drift circuits.
You know what? Conscience told me I should have gone right behind him instead of in front of him. Probably could have saved me for that moment, but oh well.
Today, it's going to be the M5 Drift Edition for you. It holds the world record for the longest drift, 8 hours. No one's asking you to go that far, but going after the series record is clearly on the table.
For 8 hours. On one tire? I hope that is the case. If it isn't, then whoever made that happen got some splaining to do. This ain't like drifting for 8 hours? No, like literally drifting for 8 hours. I know I had my moments to just want to drift for like some time, but that much of a time? That's just too much. Whoever did that got some splaining to do, because ain't no way. Nope. Well, there goes those.
I love European cars, but I know almost nothing about them. Except that yours is a 953 horsepower, front-engine, rear-wheel drive car that supports its 1,848 kilo curb weight when it throws itself into a curve. Anyway, you're gonna show me what it's worth. Keep swinging.
Don't hit that wall. Come on, son.
A little advice on how to link the turns?
Nah, don't hit that wall. Don't hit that wall whatsoever. Keep on sliding.
While you're bend, release the throttle, turn the steering wheel to change course, and hit the throttle again. This weight transfer allows you to change direction quickly. Your turn.
And we lost it.
You've got great feel for this. Get that combo.
This drift track is wow. I really love what they went for with drift tracks so far in this game. I can't wait to see the rest of them. But this is lit. This is absolutely lit. Oh.
You shined like a sliding star.
That could have been a whole 200K too. I was so in the zone, I didn't even bother to say anything. Like literally just like going all in with this shit. Definitely loving this system. Definitely loving it.
What a win! The first of many, I am sure. I think the next module is even crazier, just like the car that's waiting for you there.
I feel like I've never been through
We're a
this
few
session.
minutes from the track, so how about I give you 3 clues and you try to guess the car?
Like literally, never been through this session, and I'm just feeling like, oh, this has gotta be a whole different area.
Ready? So riddle me this. What if I say butterfly doors?
Oh, good God, no, not that. I already know where this is going.
The first hint was too vague. What about stainless steel bodywork?
With butterfly doors, I'm just completely honestly let her have it because I already
last
know
one.
what it is.
One of this car's sisters is a famous time machine.
Yeah.
Finally arrived. I thought I was going to give it away. Don't worry if you haven't worked out the answer yet, as you're about to see it. You won't travel through time with that one, but it will take you on one hell of a drifting ride.
Cool.
Oh, one last thing. Avoid touching the cones. You might lose your combo. Good luck on this last track drifting event, driver.
Oh, last one. Yep. Out of drift DMC DeLorean. Wait. I wonder if that's the new version, because I don't recall having to see this version in the game too, so this is something.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me they built a drift machine out of a DeLorean?
Literally a whole
Genius.
DeLorean.
No way I'm leaving this island without giving it a try. And this place is wonderful. Okay, let me get myself together.
And this thing can trying to maintain it, but it's not working. But someone tells me those cones are gonna be a setup for this spiral event. Someone tells me that I might end up hitting one of them. Don't want to jinx it, but I'm hopefully with all this.
Have you noticed? The faster you go, the more points you score.
Like that's what I gotta
do. But you have nitro for sure. As well love giving you
talk
a
about a
boost.
close
Nitro can put you
one.
back on track when you're drifting too far on the edges.
Oh
Master
my
this, and you'll be a drift god.
Yeah, trying to master
I'm serious.
on this
At
track
this rate,
with
you're
this
going
car.
for the eternal drift. It's the driftway to heaven. Beautiful, but a bit high. Actually, I think I'm gonna puke.
Oh, getting sick already. I can't even tell where's the end point, so I feel like this is like like a whole endless drift route, just literally going up spirals after spirals. I would prefer downhill, to be honest. I find it more interesting than uphill, especially when racing in the hills too. Would strongly prefer downhill, especially when it comes to this.
Don't leave any points for the others. After this, you're off the beaten track, and it's gonna be even tougher.
Oh gee, I wonder how more tougher it's gonna be. I kinda already have an idea those cones are gonna be even more closer than ever. Out of control is not it. Oh, I was about to say, we rated all the way to the end already? Or it's still continuing on? Oh yeah, it's still continuing. I can see how tall. Well, I can't even see how tall it is. Yeah, we made our money.
Heavy. So let's see what your destiny holds for you.
Yeah, we made it though. I'm still holding the lead for real. Alright. What's next?
Well done. Let's move on to the following event.
We're 7 miles away. And yeah, I'm thinking it would be a fairly good 3, probably 2 miles behind. This is like 7 miles. Yeesh. Not expecting that time.
It's now time to put your new skills to the test with the most traditional drifting discipline. The next events are confrontations with nature. 2 toge time attacks on winding volcanic roads.
There we go. I had a feeling I'd be right behind the building. Alright then. Try my best not to hit that station wagon too bad. I'm trying my very best. And I still feel like it's a distance. It's been 3 hours and we still not even at the event. Despite the fact it's only been like 3 minutes. I don't know. I treat my minutes like it's days and hours. Literally. Loki said that man lift off style. Just a little bit though. Don't know what bullseye is. That's something new to see about.
You already know the Toge. You experienced it.
Oh my god!
During your epic Made in Japan performance.
And here I am thinking I would
changed.
literally just overcome that rock, but nah.
Meaning that you can only drive a drift car, but certainly not a boring drift car. You're about to drift with a 1969 Shelby geared up in a JDM fashion. A jewel you won't find elsewhere.
Okay, so I'm just gonna, well, I literally did not listen to anything that she said just now, so I'm just leaving it at that. I just peeped one last thing and then I was just like, oh, she did it again. Yeah, I did not even hear exactly what she said, so I just leave it be. I wonder if I get crossed. Nope, can't do it. Oh well, bring it back. Bring him back to the road. That was not gonna work like I thought it would. You know, that one bend's pretty sleek. Not gonna lie. Yeah, like pretty fire. Alright, we're finally here. After 6 days, we're finally here. Alright, let's keep this drift momentum going. It look like we on some hill drifting shit. Sweet. I hope it's downhill, because that would be a huge W if that was.
Toge business. You have all the skills a pro drifter can have. Now it's about being thorough. You've already beaten Hayato. What do you have to fear today? Sure, you were driving the best car in the world that night, my RX-7, but still, you were on fire.
Hold on.
Ride a bike? It's the same. Your eyes guide the vehicle. Once you've taken the inside track, look for the outside to anticipate the next move and not lose your combo.
Oh, damn, that lightning scared me. I was trying to keep up with the momentum and I just saw some lights and was like,
this descent can be tricky. If you want my opinion, no need to look for the perfect drift. The faster you get to the finish line, the higher the score will be.
Yeah, something tells me this hill drifting is not gonna be fun. Like, literally. I am trying to hold on to the moment. Oh, sweet Jesus. I take it back. I take it back. Having to use all these loan cars for the events is not fair.
Swing that, Shelby. Even legends need to be roughed up sometimes.
That's very true though. I'm not a fan of having to slide this thing. I was expecting a whole, well, yeah, I was expecting something like this. The roots, it's like, hell nah. You about to fuck you up for real, for real. And there goes some.
Just a little more effort.
Yeah. See now, if I had gotten sliced like that from the very beginning, I'd be alright. Yeah, well, guess we'll try it again next one. Oh, for real? Hold on, y'all. Alright. I'm not gonna lie. I was expecting 100K out of this. I was not expecting to be up first with that many points, let alone everyone else having worse thing. I was not expecting that at all. Shit. That is weirdly strange to me. Weirdly strange. I was expecting
New challenges lie ahead. You are expected on the other side of the volcano. There's still a scoring event to hit.
Wait,
after an old-fashioned ride, you might want to try a more recent car. It's a major Japanese supercar, transformed into a super drifter. The Motorfest team's put a lot of work into it. Camber adjustment in the front, 200 kilos shaved off the scale, but above all, it's got a 900 horsepower boost. Let me present one of the new monsters of the festival, the 2021 Toyota Super Drift Edition. This time attack is the end of the Togi segment driver. Enjoy this last solitary moment.
Oh, last. I was hoping for more. Oh well. Alright, so yeah. Hopefully we can go out with this one. Well, hopefully go out with a bang in this one. But then there's like a 4 out of 8 ratio. So quite fairly honest, I feel like there's more. But from how she stated one last, seems like it's already over with. I feel like she capped on that, so I don't believe it. There shall be more. Because I know there's more. Oh my word.
Last Toge dance. Same drifting song. 3 minutes to hit the best score. You know what to do. I'll let you handle it. And you can always count on my special move, the boogie drift of killing death.
What a move that was, but yo, look at this 890 though. 890 go crazy with the wide body. Sheesh. I wonder if this is the car that did from the Motorfest, because if it is, I'm gonna run it again. And hopefully I can use it to make my rounds for real.
I'm just in love with what Toyota did with this new Supra, the 5th generation of a myth.
But I feel like there's a way to smooth out all these drifts. So just having to just pray the handbrake doesn't screw you over. Cloud control working and shit too. This thing has grip. Weird grip, but I do not like. Especially when I'm trying to maintain the corner.
Come on, you can make it before the end of the countdown. One down. The second.
Volcano sign. Yeah, that was bad. We not gonna talk about bats. We are not gonna talk about that for real. Guess hill drifting ain't it? I like that for real. Oh well, this is just only the beginning. Yep, I knew that was gonna happen. Sorry if I'm eating in between all this. Kinda hungry. Yeah. I'll take it for now.
What a win! The first of many, I am sure. No point looking for this super in a shop, driver. The only one way to get this Motorfest edition is to finish on the podium.
Oh, so it's like that. I see. Good to know. But I just lost my placement because of that event. But since she did say it's the last Tokyo,
for it, but I've got intel that may buy you
might
up.
as well. See about the next one. So since that is 5, that means after this one there's only 2
the
more.
Motorfest designed this drift experience to answer one question. Can a drift car race street cars? Get ready for a duel of the schools. Drifters versus street racers.
No. They pulled the payback. Yeah, y'all didn't see anything
names on a board anymore.
at all.
They're waiting for you on the grid with their street rides. Trust your new drifting skills. They will make the difference.
Now they do. Because they pulled the payback when they had drag cars in street racing events. And I'm not talking about drag, I'm not talking about like racing on the street, drag race type shit. Like literal turn street racing type shit. I will never forgive them for pulling off something like that. 'Cause that's just weird. And even then, with those cars, they can't even turn like that as well. You literally have to pray that your whole drag build doesn't like just steer and basically screw you over, especially on the last stretch. Yeah.
By the way,
It's just not
have you ever seen a Lamborghini skid? Well, you're about to. For this first rodeo, we're giving you a fully prepped Lamborghini Aventador with extra attitude. Not your average Lambo.
I figured I was gonna encounter a Lambo. But they ain't said cul-de-sac, because I already know there's a drift cul-de-sac in the crew too. I also wouldn't be surprised if one of them so happens to be the next car I use. That's right now. I just hit it.
Race. And we finally meet our street enemies. This is gonna be interesting.
I already heard.
Your drift car is powerful as hell. With so many horses, they'll try to run wild with every acceleration. So hold your reins tight. The street racers are just waiting for you to come off the road.
I wonder. was about to say, is she really riding with me?
Expect a big turn sequence in now.
I'm low-key getting the hang of this car, especially in this kind of situation. May not look like it's at its best, but better than nothing.
Left. Then right.
Oh, cool. I didn't miss the checkpoint. I was about to cry in the corner if I did.
Don't forget the nitro if you slip too hard. It'll straighten you out. Prepare to take the inside track.
I was gonna say something, and then they fell right away. That's monkey. Ow. Gotta get up to the top. And it's drifting. It's drifting. May not get first, but that is subjective. This is gonna definitely be an issue.
See you in the next episode, Bambini.
Okay, well, it wasn't. I'm gonna say, I got me up thinking I'm supposed to get first in this. Though I feel like it can. It's just drift physics and how the car set up, and along with everything else, not my cup of tea. That's kind of like the disadvantage with the idea. I really hope that the next one isn't like this at all.
Congratulations, driver. On to the next one. So, driver, you see how a drift car can challenge street cars now? Every turn you encounter becomes an advantage that others don't have. And good news, there are plenty of curves where you're heading.
Oh, good God. I already got a feeling there's gonna be another round in this lingo again. Skyline jump? I think that's what we're heading towards. So just peep the name and I'm just like, it's like we're gonna jump off something else. This should be
The
fun.
next car belongs to a line of traditional racing champions, the Skyline GTRs. These cars were game changers in the 90s. Monsters created to win absolutely everything. The R34 you're about to drive is a worthy descendant. You know it from street and drag races in the past. Now let's see if it's a big deal in drifting.
Because of that could be possible. I feel like there probably is already. For all we know, there's somebody that's probably made a drift R34 and all that. So definitely something to see about. Hopefully I can bounce back for this, because it seemed like I'm losing the tackle. Hopefully. And as always, damn it. Okay, so let's just say that the last set of events are gonna be nothing but races and drift cars. Oh, good lord. Hopefully this one is a bit easy.
Second to last race, Drifter.
Oh yeah, this is quite some low-key scarier than Elementor.
I'm running out of things to teach you. Maybe I'll just enjoy the show. The skyline. Oh, I'm nostalgic for our Wangan moment. Whew, you already know the car. But this one, what style? You're giving the competition a real fashion lesson.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for doing that to me. Because I needed it in the worst of the worst.
When you manage to drift this bulky bodywork, it's just magic.
Loki got the hang of this car. Loki. I'd say it's too easy though, so it's something I so far. Huh. Oh, hold on, y'all. back. Is that to take care of something? There we go.
Wide drift for style or tight drift for speed. Your choice. Both are impressive in their own way.
Oh, what the hell was I doing now?
Long slide incoming.
The fact that I was riding on that man's door just like that almost throughout the entire section is crazy. That could also been a cool cinematic shot too. I could have really taken the moment to rack up like a cinematic edit off this game. Like low key and shit. Just to tap back into the field making edits off of it. Oh no you don't, dog. I mean, oh no you don't. Oh man. Oh, bastard. No! I was about to set him up with the rewind shit. That about. Nah. You not finna take that off me. You not finna take it up. Come back here. We gonna run that shit again. This time, beat that ass.
Second to last race, Drifter. Woohoo! That's the drift supremacy. I'm running out of things to teach you. Maybe I'll just enjoy the show.
And that's what I get for using the grass.
Woohoo! That's the drift supremacy. Sorry, racers, you are the skyline. Oh, I'm nostalgic for our Wangan moment. Whew, you already know the car. But this one, what style? You're giving the competition a real fashion lesson. When you manage to drift this bulky bodywork, it's just magic.
Off the grass. Ow.
Wide drift for style or tight drift for speed. Your choice. Both are impressive in their own way. Long slide incoming.
Not this type of side I was going for, but it's still slide, man. I don't even know what to believe and how that's still even coming. was set up for that was set up for failure, low key. Oh my god, they have
These
no.
guys got their heads bitten off by the kaiju.
I was finna say, but it looked like them two were going at it for real. Yikes. I would hate to be that guy, but oh. In comparison of races, this one so far is the best. Compared to that one with the Fencer, I'm not gonna lie. Happy it. Hey, we back in first, so we just gotta win that very next and last one and we're through. That's all that really matters.
What a win! The first of many, I am sure. Epilogue time. If you want to train one last time, follow Waimea Valley. The mountain road will take you to the climax.
No. Ow. Sorry. Luckily, with this one, it's close down. Yeah, reaching.
An icon. There is no other word for the next car.
Oh. Yeah, I was trying to avoid this so I could find out what it is. So I'm guessing
Besides being a natural born
pretty
drifter,
much just
this
what it
car
is.
is just the most precious thing in the world for your host.
Not
no
bad.
need to say more. You already know the car and what it's capable of. We just couldn't go with any other car for the last drift versus street race. The
Good for practicing on
RX-7,
turns,
a
I will
drifting
say
emperor.
that. Oh, there it goes. Alright, there we go. I was about to say why didn't it accept anything popped on my screen. Hold up. I heard something. Yeah.
My
Almost connection.
baby. I'm so moved to see you with the RX-7 again. It's giving me goosebumps. Even more so with this new style.
Oh.
Well done, Drifter.
But his name is Drifter?
Woohoo! That's the drift supremacy.
I think this thing is Drifter because it seemed like it wants to rip and, you know, turn like a street. Why because it's made for like street racing type shit. Like, I'm not getting any loose drift type vibes off of this. And there's no way she set this up for drift race. I'm literally just drifting. This
I
is
think that the bird is
strange.
ready to leave its nest. What more can I say? Well, maybe one thing. Show these guys what a true drifter is.
It was only 5 years. Oh no.
This turn was vicious. Be careful, there are a few more like that.
Ouch. I hope that didn't appear on the screen. Okay, there it goes when it's drifting now.
The next sequence will be tight.
I was hoping to feel some kind of nope. We gonna do that shit again. We gonna do that shit. Alright, there we go. That corrected that time because I was not expecting for that to happen. Literally was not expecting that.
Final stretch. Give it everything.
What is this? I was about to have a whole panic attack right there.
Perfect. See you later.
I swear to God, yo, I did not even acknowledge that man hauling ass like that right behind me at the last second. I swear to God, yo. I was hoping he would be far away. Literally far. Because that's how it seemed like that'd be the case. Coming up to the 96% mark. The minute I looked back, the minute I saw that man hauling, I was like, oh hell no, got to go, bro, gotta go, because we not finna waste any more time with this. I like the playlist so far. It's just the racing with drift cars is the L part. Not having it. I don't like that. I find it annoying, but overall, legit good playlist in my opinion. So yeah, got the W with a 69. Yes sir, yes sir, yes sir. So yeah, we got the 80K. Gonna cash out tonight, honey. I wonder what else we get off of this, because lady did mention about a car. Well, that Supra. If it does come into my possession, and we lit for real. So let's find out what happens next. Ooh. I even thought they would cut scene into this. I'm guessing these are the two, and then number one is your boy. Yes, sir. That's what we about. Catching dubs every time. No, yeah. The incorporation towards this cutscene was not expecting that. Literally was not expecting that. I guess they took notes off Juice as well, because I know for when it comes down to like the end of the events, they always cut scene into like the people just like coming through in the podiums where they show off who won third, second, and then first. Literally at the end. If you guys play up that game, you know what I mean from that end. But yeah. Let's see. Oh, we have to drive 5 miles. Alright, so let's see what we get. I'm really hoping it's that Supra. Because if it is that Supra, then we are lit for real. Then I'm just gonna end it here. Oh wow, I didn't even realize I was streaming for 3 hours. Oh, it'd be 4 hours if I add another playlist for real. Probably do that Saturdays. Well, probably do that next time though.
It was so cool to see you get stronger as the playlist went on. You can be proud. Drifting is a discipline of precision. Winning an event is tough. So winning a whole playlist, it's more than just dumb luck.
I wouldn't even say it's luck. Just like the first experience was not exactly how I wanted to go out. and all that, but it'll be a better experience once I get the chance to bounce back from all this. If it is possible to rerun those events, that is, especially with my own Johns. If that's really the case, then we lit. Not, then that's now. This is a beautiful setting. Imagine just like cruising it, following this much, and there's like a beautiful sunset. You just look like you just like pushing 100 plus. Only see it with the sun just like beaming crazy. Not gonna lie, that sounds pretty fire.
Well, you've taken up the challenge. Now it's up to us to keep our promise. The Toyota Supra Drift Edition you got to know in the volcano is waiting for you.
Cool. I let that slide because I already knew what I was getting into. I just wanted it to be confirmed that that's really the case. Yeah. Overall though, good experience playlist. Good experience.
A playlist is available, driver.
Sweet. Already set up for
Let's complete this playlist.
Words.
Would you like to try that event? It's calling your name.
I know what's going on. I just don't want to do it right now. I come back next time though. Oh yeah. Hold on for a quick second,
You don't
y'all.
have any of this week's vehicles. Don't worry, driver. You can get one with the weekly bundle, or simply buy one in the shop. Remember, activities played with these vehicles will give an XP bonus.
Yeah. I guess that's it for the stream. Well, yeah, for now. I could incorporate the next playlist, but I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I've driven around enough to see about everything else I wanted to see about. So, with that being said, I'll just leave things off here right now. If you watch towards the stream towards the very end, I love you and I appreciate you. And you know, give your boy a follow if you liking the stream for real. If you liking what I see, and sorry, if you liking what y'all see and digging the vibe and all that, come fuck with your boy and follow the socials as well. I am planning to add more, like 2 more socials since I just added the Twitch one for like, you know, recycling clips type shit and making shorts out of them and all that. So yeah, expect to see a good bunch of them as well. So yeah, with that being said, wish y'all a good night. Hope y'all had a great day, and love and peace towards everybody, especially you two. So yeah, catch y'all next time.